What is up, Flockers? That is my fellow lockers and aspiring lockers. In today's video, I'm going to show you a DIY way that you can add more volume to your locks. So if you're interested in that, then stick around. All right, so I have shown this on my channel once before, but I thought it was time to bring it back, especially since before my hair was dyed and I had blonde hair in there. So now that it's closer to the same color, I think it'll blend a little bit better. But the way that I chose to do this was a method that I got from Kinky. And so I went on Amazon, and I would link it below, but I went on Amazon and I bought some hair extensions. So these have the actual clips on them, and they come like this, like a 4B, 4A, I don't know the texture, but kinky coily hair. And literally what I did, it already comes kind of in these sections. So literally what I did was just kind of rough up the sections a little bit. I took my needle, what's that thing called? Not threading needle, but crochet needle. And I just sat there, and the same way that you would crochet your locks if you were trying to do the crochet method, I crocheted from the top to the bottom. And what that ended up coming out was these lock extensions. All right, so again, this color is 1B in my hair. I've dyed it jet black, so it is not the exact same color, but it's close enough. All right, so in the bag, I have one that has 4 clips, 2 that have 3, I think, and then 3 that have 2, and then some oneers, but I don't think I have any of the oneers actually done. So yeah, so let's go ahead and start putting those in and just see what we're looking like. So I will take the 4 first. All right, so this one has 4, and they were wrapped up in this bag, so that's why they're not just all hanging down. So I apologize for that, but we have that. If you want to be able to go from this to something a little bit more voluminous, uh, like I said, you can use these extension pieces. Now, I will tell you they did take a long time to make, so it's not something that you're just gonna pick up off of Amazon and you're going to get it done in like 30 minutes. I don't even remember how long it took me. It did take a substantial amount of time to do them, so just keep that in mind uh, in your, I guess, sense of being realistic when you're trying to do this, is all I'm saying. All right. And my hair has grown since I made these, so the locks are not going to be the same length as the extensions, but that's okay. But then you just go in, you open up these little clips, and I'm doing this blindly, so y'all are my eyes. But anyways, putting a clip as far over here as I can. The good thing with these is that you don't have to be perfect. I mean, I'm doing this without being able to see, um, you know, and I feel like it's going to come out just fine, even though I'm not able to see. I should have probably started it over a little bit further because this bottom one is really long. Actually, you know what? I think because my hair is smaller, or my like that part of your head is smaller, that's probably better suited for a 3 and not the 4. So let me take my 3, and I'll put a 3 down there because that 4 is extending and doing the most. All right, yeah, that feels better. Okay, so put my first clip in there, the next one somewhere in the center, and it's important to know that you're not going to want to try to do this on freshly retwisted hair because you need to have somewhere for these extensions to actually latch into, and they don't hurt at all, which is the great thing. So you just put them in and you close the clips, and then they're in. They're snug. They're not coming out. If you want to, oop, look at me sitting here saying they're not coming out, and there goes one. You actually have to make sure you catch on some roots, which that one was not caught on anything. But once you actually get them on something, then these things are snug, and you can pull on them, shake your head, and your locks are not coming out. All right, so we got the first one in, and then let down some hair to cover that up some. before going in. And the great thing about these is that you can decide how much volume you want to add and how many of these. You know, maybe you just want a little bit of extra volume so you don't need to use the whole bag that is sent, or maybe you want to add a ton of volume to your hair so you will use the whole bag. That is completely up to you. All right, since this part of my head is there's more area for me to go off of, I'll do a 4 right here. All right, so clipping that in right there. My second hook right here. And again, like I said, this is totally up to you how many clips you use. If you just want a little bit of extra volume, you add fewer. If you want a ton of extra volume, then you're going to add more. And not being able to see this is probably going to have it all crooked and stuff. So y'all get the idea that if I was actually doing this where I could see it in the mirror, we'd have better results. All right. And again, forgive them being a little crimpy because they were in that bag for months now. So they're not going to lay as flat as they would if I had just prepped them. All right. But you see, even with that, like I feel like it's blending with my hair pretty well. Like here's my lock and here's this thing, and I don't feel like there's this huge difference between them where you're just seeing a stark difference. All right, so again, we'll let a little bit more down so we cover up that little section. Right, and then maybe the 2 in the back is enough. Maybe I want to add some more fullness on the sides as I'm going up. Right, just making sure I have coverage in the back. Okay, now I will grab that's a twofer. Yeah, we'll go for 2s. I have 3 left, but I don't want to use that, so I'll do a 2. Add some more volume on this side right here. Snap in. So yeah, like I said, make sure that you have some roots for this to actually go into. If you're trying to do this on freshly, or even if it's not fresh, but you know, a week old retwist or 2 weeks old, you might end up snagging your hair out, or it's just not going to work because you're not going to have anywhere for it to go. But you see, you put them in and it's nice and tight, and then you can blend your hair. Let me see, let me get another 2 prong one on this side. There. There. See what these are given after being in that bag is like just woke up, bedhead locks. That's what it's given. Okay. I might put another one in on this side because I have a side part, so I think I'll be done on this side, but then I'll put another one over here just to add a little bit more of a volume bump before finishing that off. So let me get one more 2-prong one. And then this one I'll put back a little bit so it's not like right up in the front. So I don't want it to be visible. Put that one there. A little clip will go a little further back. Right. And then that way, once I flip my hair over, I've got plenty of hair that will cover that, because you don't want your tracks hanging out. All right, and then we'll even give it a little spritz, because this 100% human hair, so you can treat it the same way that you treat your hair. Whether you're putting water on it or rose water or whatnot. Right. And I'm only putting water on it just to, like I said, try to get rid of some of this bedhead look with it sticking out. All right, well, for me just looking in the mirror, y'all, I can't see the tracks, the extensions. And even when you're up close, yes, they're a different color, but it almost looks like I have like a natural highlight, low light situation going on, whatever you want to call it. All right, so you obviously don't want to pull your thing up like that if you got them in the front, because then it will be visible. But if you style your hair like that, if your hair is longer and you get longer tracks, I mean, you could totally use them and put them in a style even with the tracks in. So like I said, but at the end of the day, you can add that extra volume to your hair and it not be visible and just be inconspicuous, because not everybody has super full thick hair. So maybe you want to add a little bit extra volume. Is this a no-go for you, or is it a go? Excuse me. I mean, it's pretty legit. Like I said, they don't hurt. After a couple of minutes after you clip them in, you even forget that you put them in the first place. So you're not feeling them. You know, they're not coming out when you shake your head, so you don't have to worry about that. But like I said, it's just nice. It's a nice, quick way that you can change up your look a little bit and add some volume and flavor to your style. And if you did want to get it in a different color, like let's say your hair is black like mine and you want to do blonde just for that extra pop of color, or like a light brown so that you can get that pop of color and contrast, you can totally do that too, because it does come in different colors. So that's a cool thing, but just a nice little thing that you can do. And then when you're ready to take them out, you take them out the same way that you put them in, just the reverse. So you go and you just pop them out. They come out just as easily as they go in. So you just go in and like that and pop, and you're done. If you found this video helpful, make sure to hit that thumbs up button so I know what type of content you're enjoying, and also hit that subscribe button so that you can join the flock. And before you go anywhere, check out some of the other videos that have popped up on the screen. I'll see you there.